Hey, it's two boys and a prayer. Uh, Today, we're gonna be talking about why we decided to quit Roblox, which is something we weren't really wanting to do. Or, a couple years ago when we announced we were gonna make a Roblox group, we never really thought we would be leaving Roblox. But we're gonna explain why and go into some detail into what's going on with Roblox and just everything that's kind of led up to this. Just before we do start, this video will have some somewhat sensitive topics in the video. Just stuff we'll be talking about that's happened. The main reason we decided to quit Roblox was because for a while now, but especially more recently, it's at least been kind of uncovered that this is happening. There's been a pretty bad issue with child predators being on the platform. Uh, and obviously that's not a good thing. Roblox is supposed to be geared towards kids, and they market the app and the platform as being like one of the safest spaces for kids to hang out and play with their friends, make new friends, and like just by looking at the way Roblox is advertised and like everything, the details about it on the if you're downloading the app. On mobile or something, where it has the details about the site and about the platform. Uh, there's nothing, it doesn't say really anything about there being anything not made for kids, really. But recently, Roblox has the rating went from for everybody to be rated for teens, which is because they decided to start allowing games that were meant for only adults, which was a really bad idea. But it used to be for 17 plus, and that's not technical. It's not. They're not an adult at 17, so they've raised it up to 18 plus. But for being on a platform geared towards kids, I don't think they should have ever allowed people to do this. But that's really not an issue because it is age restricted. Um, it's bad that it's on the platform and that there are ways kids are tricking the system into getting onto those on those games. So that is an issue some way, but it is actually blocked unless you verify with like an ID or something. Like verify that you are old enough to play the games, but there's nothing stopping people from using somebody else's ID who is an adult, or um like just other ways that you can you know trick it into making it think that you are older when you're not even an adult yet. So with that, Roblox and Discord, which is another like a
chat app.
yeah, like a server and chat app. We actually did use it for a little bit. We still have Discord, but we really don't use it much. We had a server on there for a little bit when we were looking for like a replacement for Gilded because Roblox decided to delete Gilded and shut it down. We actually had our Discord server before that, but it was before that started having bad stuff. With the child predator issue being on the platform, there were adults being able to trick, you know, Roblox's system into thinking that they were kids, and then these these predators were able to talk to kids and get in conversations. And then the reason I mentioned Discord is because they a lot of times would move from Roblox to Discord, and that way there was no chat filter to block anything, but it was a little kid's probably not gonna know how to get out of that kind of conversation, and that's not something that should be allowed on Roblox, especially like I said earlier, for being geared towards kids. there shouldn't be a way for predators to talk to kids. And I know like no system's going to be perfect, but they at least used to have a chat filter. It was really annoying because it would, block random things. Like when we would do Bible studies on our game before we decided to shut the group down that owns it. And we would, just be playing in like role play games, trying to kind of just have a regular conversation and do role play and stuff. It would tag out random things, but I would rather just still play with a filter that is annoying than have a reduced filter or no filter at all and be able to see uh, people saying inappropriate stuff. We've had a few times we had to leave servers and join a different server because there was somebody in the server uh, talking inappropriately with words that aren't inappropriate, but you still understand what they're saying. And that, I mean, has kind of always been an issue. But it's definitely gotten worse recently.
Roblox, their description, at least on the Play Store, says that they have like multiple safety filters, and it said that it's a fun, safe platform for everybody. Although it's not really like that anymore. Seems like they're more geared towards older teens and adults now. Safety filters, I don't think are working.
Yeah, not really. I don't know if you guys have really, if you know anything about the Roblox situation currently, but for those of you that don't, uh, kind of what started the main issue about kind of exposing that there were these predators on the platform. Uh, there's a guy named Schlep who has a YouTube channel, and he's been, trying to get these predators arrested. He would get the police involved. I mean, he wasn't the one actually doing the arresting, obviously. The police have to do that. But he was basically just trying to get the information needed that, to prove that these predators were actually predators and trying to do bad things to kids. And after doing that so many times, Roblox decided they didn't want him on the platform because he was getting rid of their players, even though they're people that aren't really on Roblox just to play games. They were going after these kids who are in these games that were made for kids. So obviously, I think Schlep was doing a good thing, but Roblox decided to ban him and basically threatened to sue him if he were to get back on the platform. And so, even though he's not on the platform anymore, he's still out there doing this, and I mean that's really amazing. I don't think he should have stopped. Obviously, he hasn't stopped, but that is what started. Like this, the big thing. Ever since Schlep got banned, players were like free Schlep, and it was kind of cool to see like how many people want Roblox to be safe, and we wanted that too. We didn't want to have to leave Roblox. We wanted, you know, to be on a safe platform like everybody else wants to be on. And especially because there are little kids who play. And I mean, we've been playing for,
I think since 2021, I think like the beginning of 2021, I think.
yeah,
So about 5 years.
which I know is shorter than a lot of players on Roblox. There's a lot of people who we know who've played Roblox since like, you know, since early Roblox. And so when we joined, this really wasn't an issue, or at least it wasn't, made known that it was an issue. Roblox either was hiding it or it just wasn't a problem at that time. But and now they're getting exposed for that. And Roblox, they aren't doing anything about these predators that are on the platform. tell you to report them, and talk about what they did and why you're reporting them, and then they just don't do anything. That's why Schlep was doing it, because he was a victim when he was younger, and so I think probably pretty much ever since that, it was kind of his goal to keep the platform safe so nobody else had to deal with what he went through. After all those years, Roblox still isn't doing anything about the predators.
They banned Schlep because they claimed that he was basically taking the law into his own hands, which he wasn't doing at all. He always, every time he had a predator arrested, uh, cops were with him, and he talked to them about it, and he was with cops like the whole time, and they claim that he just did it all by himself and that he arrested, like basically did everything on his own, which isn't true. He has multiple videos on his channel. I think they're still up that are of all the predators that he's gotten arrested. You can see like how he does that. We're not affiliated with Flip at all. We just,
Yeah.
but we support what he's doing. Don't want to be affiliated with the platform that is allowing these predators to be on it, and they're not doing anything about it. The only thing that they're doing about that is the AI face scan verification, or making you upload your ID to the platform, which is not safe at all. You should never share your ID online. And also, if you're not comfortable with having your face online, you shouldn't have to verify on a platform using AI to estimate your age. That can get it wrong, and that does get your age wrong a lot. And then so if you do the age check, then it puts you in groups with other players that are around or in your age. So then you're just only able to play with people that are around your age or in the same age group as you. But that also means that these bad people can verify with somebody, like they can verify with someone younger. They can make them verify for them. And then these bad people are just only able to play with kids, which is not good.
Yeah. Like, I get the point, trying to put people in age groups, but the way they're doing that is really bad, and they definitely should have done it different, or just put the chat filter back on and ban these people when they get reported. I know there's probably a lot, but Roblox, I mean, they should be able to do that. That doesn't seem like a hard thing to do. Uh, they already had a chat filter, kind of a strict chat filter a while ago. Like, what? Why can't they put that back? Uh, the main thing I don't understand is, why did they ban Schlep? And now that I think about it, I know why they did ban Schlep, because he was, getting rid of the players, like I said earlier. But because the more players they have on the platform, the more money they make. I don't think Roblox cares about players' safety at all. And they claim safety is our biggest priority, but it doesn't really seem like it. Keeping predators on the platforms so they can talk to kids, and trying to fix it by verifying your age, your actual age, uploading a video of your face or an ID. I don't think any little kids should be doing that,
Yes.
or anybody, but especially kids, because probably aren't going to know how to, actually stay safe online. And like, obviously we would know, if somehow we were to end up, like somebody a predator were to start talking to us, we would be able to just leave the server and, not talk to them, not respond. But uh, I don't think most kids are going to know what to look out for. And I would probably can't really say that here. Like, can't say what to look out for. I don't know if we would get in trouble for that.
I think something that we probably can say, if anyone online that you don't know asks for personal information, don't give it to them. Just leave. We did a few times. We're part of an event. It was a Christian event where a bunch of Christian groups on Roblox got together and were sharing the gospel in different Roblox games. The last one we did, there was some very inappropriate stuff in the game. We didn't know about because we didn't really have time to look into what the game actually was. Uh, so when we did the event, like there was players with like inappropriate shirts, and most of the people that were with us during that event reported the game. I reported somebody that had something inappropriate on their avatar. I don't think anything happened.
Yeah, they're probably still there.
The game is still there. And I don't think the person that I reported got banned.
Now that we explained kind of some of the issues, well, the main issues that were going on with Roblox and stuff that we experienced, like what he was just talking about the game. There's all the inappropriate avatars and clothing and stuff. Um, the main reason for quitting, we don't want really to have anything to do with a platform that uh, they let the predators on and talk to the kids. It's a really bad thing to be going on, and what we've mentioned really, it kind of describes it, but we can't say like details on what happened. To some people, I don't think YouTube would allow us to say that without bleeping it out, but then you wouldn't be able to tell what we were saying. Just, we don't want to support Roblox, obviously. We don't support bad things happening to kids. We don't want anything to happen to kids. And like, if we were older and we had kids, we wouldn't let them play Roblox now at this point, because it's just not safe. It's not. I know the chat has an age restriction. Well, not an age restriction. You can't chat unless you're age verified. So so Roblox can put you with that age group, like he was talking about earlier. But like we were saying, there's ways to override that, and just the idea of having to verify your age, especially, I mean, with both options, with your face or an ID, but especially the ID, that shouldn't even be a thing. I don't think you're required to use an ID, but we are over the age where you could use an ID. If we were to do the verification, we would either be able to do our faces or an ID. And I know our faces are here, but the whole reason you'd be putting it on Roblox is to verify your age. We've never actually said our age here on YouTube. We've never mentioned anything about how old we are. And we're probably not going to. I'm fine with my face being on social media. I don't feel right about putting my face on something that's using it for personal information. Just put me in an age group that probably still has predators in that age range. I know I really wouldn't end up in a conversation with a predator, but take that example. What I was just talking about, and what if that was a little kid doing that instead? That's just not a good idea.
If we didn't have Roblox, I wouldn't download it now. I mean, like we've obviously said, we've quit, which was kind of a hard decision, sort of, just because there were games that we've played that are actually good games, and there's nothing wrong with them. It's mostly like role play games, like one of the most popular games on Roblox, Brookhaven RP, was one of our favorite games. We really didn't have a way to only support the developers of the games that we liked, without also supporting Roblox at the same time. Really, I think the only way that we can support the developers still is by following them on their other social media platforms that they have. Like some of the developers have YouTube channels that will probably still stay subscribed to, even though we don't play the games now. Um, we didn't really want to quit, but we kind of had to.
Yeah, it felt like the better decision.
And it, to me, like it does feel better now that we have quit, because now we don't really have to worry too much about that. We do have Discord still, but we don't really use it that much. Mainly just because our server really didn't have a lot of people in it. There was only like one or two other people besides us on the server. We do have a server on an app called Band. Um, so we are on that. If you guys want to join that, um, you can comment on any of our videos or community posts, and we can share a invite link with you. And then after you guys get in, we'll delete that link so that way random people can't just join in. That's, I think, really the only way we could do that without just having a link open all the time. But we don't want to have people to be able to join and then start doing bad things on the server. I mean, if that happened, we would uh, probably most likely kick them off the server if they kept doing things
Well, we
that are
definitely
not.
would if they kept doing it.
Yeah.
Like if we warned them and nothing happened and they
Yeah.
kept
I mean, we
doing it, it
would
would be
have
annoying.
like a warning first, but if it kept happening, then they'd be kicked off the server.
Before we end the video, I do want to take a little bit to just talk about the good things that came out of having Roblox and stuff related to our channel here. So we made our Roblox group, which we announced here on YouTube, and then within like a few days of that, it might have been the same day. I don't remember exactly, but I was looking up Christian Roblox groups just to see what other ones there were and see if there was anything that were like similar to what we were gonna do, just so we could join and hang out with other Christian people on Roblox. And there was the one Friends of the Lord that we joined, and the leaders of that group were the ones that helped me set up our server on Gilded. Um, we were new to Gilded, pretty new to having a Roblox group there. We each had our own Roblox groups to go with like our own personal, just like whatever. We each just made groups, but we didn't really use them. Making the Two Boys in a Prayer Roblox group was definitely like the biggest group we had, and the most active we were on a group. And that's after that we got asked to see if we wanted to be part of the Pathway to Purpose events, which is what he was talking about earlier, going in the games and spreading the gospel. And we started building out a map, building a game to do Bible studies in, and we did a few studies. We only did like 4 or 5 before that we lost our chat permissions and stuff because of the age verification update. But this all was over the course of a couple of years, and we haven't talked to the Friends of the Lord group people in a while. I think they've just gotten busy. They kind of, I don't know if they necessarily left, but they weren't really active on our Gilded for the last few months we had it. We I don't know if we had that for a full year or not. I think
Gilded.
yeah,
I don't.
because we had the Roblox group for a while before we made the Gilded server.
We've
But
we've had our Roblox group for almost 2 years.
if you guys who own the Friends of the Lord group are watching this, I know that you've commented. I think it's you have commented on a couple of our videos, and I do just want to thank you guys for helping us get that all set up. And uh, you guys are always welcome to join our server on Band if you ever have the time or ever want to join. And then, after all of that, uh, and we lost our chat permissions, we started mainly just being on Band. And while we were still on Roblox, we did that short film, which I think is our most viewed video on our channel right now. We did that with our friend in Brookhaven, uh, and that was really fun. We wanted to make a second part, but never got around to it. And then obviously we quit Roblox by now, so we won't do it there. We might eventually maybe do a sequel in Minecraft or something. We've had a lot of fun, and especially getting to make our server and meet so many other people. And our our server members list is only like 5 or 6 people that are active now, but we've been playing with them for so long, and I don't really know where we would be if they weren't you know part of our journey on Roblox, and they weren't actually on our server. If we never met them, I think things would be a lot different. So I'm really grateful for them, and if any of you guys are watching, really grateful you guys are part of our lives, and that you were willing to chat with us and talk with us while we were there on Roblox. I know most of you guys are still on our band server, but some of you had to leave or couldn't join, unfortunately. But that's okay. Maybe eventually you guys can join back in. But yeah, so I know this video is pretty long, but just wanted to talk about quitting Roblox, and um, just mainly wanted to get that kind of what's going on out there more. Uh, so if you guys still are playing Roblox, or people playing Roblox, make sure you're safe, or your family and friends are safe playing, and make sure you guys all know what to do if you were to end up in a conversation, or not in a conversation, but end up getting messages from people that you don't really trust. Hopefully that gives some more insight into what's happening and why we quit. Uh, we'll probably be uploading a lot more to YouTube, and also working on our album. That'll probably be a separate video talking about the album progress and what's going on recently with that. We're still working on it. Don't worry, it's still going to come out. We just don't know when still. See you guys whenever that video comes out, or whatever we upload next.